That is like a refreshing sound. It's kind of funny how that works. Anyway, here's DongRaeGu. Here's our Zerg player. Here he is.
MVP DongRaeGu.
Yeah, that was horrible. I'll get the next one. Don't worry. I got this. Here's our Protoss player, formerly known as Smart. He is trying to prove himself here.
GSL JYP.
And this is really, I mean, I think more so for DongRaeGu, but for both these players, this is their like chance. You know, they've proved themselves in other places as being pretty good. Like I said, more so DongRaeGu in the team league, but you know, this is both of their chance to shine. You know, it's their time to fly.
It's their time to fly, man.
It's highlight.
It's highlight. It's highlights. No,
anyway,
I always, whenever someone says it's your turn to fly, I remember Open Season 1, Spunky qualified, and he was in the intro video with his iPhone. He looks up, there's a battle cruiser there. Then when he plays, someone does a one-base battle cruiser build against him, and he dies. And I was like, I actually like fell on the floor laughing when that happened. Like, was that planned? Was that staged? I don't know, man. That was hilarious, though.
Someone actually did a one-base battlecruiser rush?
Yeah, against Spunky, and Spunky's in the ad, and like, it was on Scrap Station, I think.
Oh, Season 1.
Season 1, we'll never forget. I will never forget.
I actually, I don't remember why, but I didn't watch a ton of Season 1. I should probably like go back and watch that.
That was actually the season that my sleep schedule was completely broken, and I became, like, usually for me, when I didn't have school and I didn't have classes, I would always have like a messed up sleep schedule. When I had classes, I had a really good sleep schedule. I was like going to bed at like 10:30, 11 o'clock at night, waking up early.
Wow.
And then the GSL came out. I was like, well, that's not happening anymore. I stayed with my friends. We were on a Skype call. We always got together and watched GSL together. You guys should do stuff like that too. Get together with your friends, watch GSL together, talk over Skype or, you know, like Ventrilo or something. Chat with your friends about it. Tell your friends to get on Twitter and hashtag GSL. Tweet at GOMTV. Tweet at FXOWolf. Tweet at Moletrap. Tweet at us.
Tweet at us.
At us.
Tweet at me, bro.
He might tweet right back at you.
I might. Sometimes I do. Sometimes I do.
Ooh, fast expand to the gold.
Whoa.
It's like a speedling expand to the gold.
Is this gonna be? I don't know.
It's not like the gold base thing we saw on.
Yeah, no,
Crossfire
I like
with the
started to
roaches.
say that, and I was like, wait, this is actually a lot later than that.
Yeah, it's very different.
But you know, it's interesting. And on this map, the gold and the natural are not that far away. It's not really a whole lot more difficult to defend that. Obviously, it is more difficult.
Yes.
But it's you know, it's not like the gold is like way on the other side of the map or anything like that. That does mean he's gonna have to defend with more units and being aggressive and that kind of thing. Now, JYP doesn't necessarily know this is going on yet, though.
Yeah, he actually, I do not believe has seen that. Nope, he has not. But
no.
What he actually might be nervous about is some sort of one base play, given that he hasn't seen the natural and he hasn't checked in a while.
Queen was walking up the wrong side of the road. The arrow was pointing down, and he was walking up the ramp. Someone give that queen a ticket.
Uh-oh, is he going to see these drones transferring?
Oh.
He's actually just going to go check right away.
He's just going to go check. DongRaeGu actually pulled his drones away so that the probe wouldn't see it, but he saw it anyway. So the jig is up.
The jig is up, man. And JYP has a lot of different options from this point. He could decide to go Void Rays because there's going to be no creep. I'm sorry, that's just not going to happen. And going immediately into Robotics Facility is the last thing I expected him to do. He may try to do another one of those sentry drops. That could work pretty well.
Well, either way, the gold base is going to be the vulnerable point, and he's going to be aiming whatever he does at trying to take out that gold quickly.
Or what he might do is, because the reinforcements from the gold are going to come so late, he might do the sentry drop on the main base, force field the ramp, do that same type of attack, and just take out things on the main base. We'll see, though. Only time will tell. Warp Gate research is about halfway done. He's getting +1. He hasn't added any gateways just yet. Now he's going to start doing it. He's going to do it. 1, 2. Will it be 3?
Nice spine crawler location. There's the extra gateways over there. And continue to just build up, just macro up. JYP not really investing too much right now. I guess he's content. He's
Robotics?
like, all right, well, fine, you can have the gold as long as that's your only other base.
Robotics
not really
Bay.
that far behind.
7 minutes into the game in Robotics Bay.
Huh. All right. Going for some Colossi.
Super fast Colossus.
Unless he's going for the speed upgrade for his Warp Prism.
I guess it's possible. He is making an Immortal right now. Those 2 gates that he added earlier are finishing up. He's adding a 3rd one now. Lair getting
I like
up
the fact
pretty quick.
that, go ahead.
I was just going to say Lair getting up pretty quick.
I like the fact DongRaeGu is putting a good amount of drones at that gold. Sometimes you see players will like take the gold and then they won't actually like put drones at it. And it's actually, it's more useful to have your drones there. So even if you empty your main, it's actually something that some people will do like as almost like a cheese thing. They'll like fast expand to the gold and move all their drones there. And then they'll have like extra income and they do a rush off that.
Yeah.
I'm not saying people do that in the GSL, but like that's just kind of a funny thing you see on the ladder sometimes.
Yeah. Well, it's like when people try to lift their commands into the gold.
Yeah, exactly.
We've even seen that in the GSL.
Dude, people did that all the time in the beta, and then people stopped doing it because it was so obvious, and I actually got caught by that in the ladder, and I was like, oh you.
Well, man, Marine King's beating people with it in the GSL.
Oh, really?
Well, I don't know if he's actually won any games. I can't remember, but he's definitely tried.
Oh, yeah, that's right. He did that like earlier on.
Yeah.
I remember he actually did that in the GSL. That was hilarious.
Well,
I remember the other person like was confused for a while.
Yeah. Well, he actually did it against MC in a game, and MC went for a 1-gate expand, or actually no, it was a Nexus first, and I thought he was going to die, but Marine King couldn't quite pull it off. It's very difficult to pull off in TVP. Well, 11 Hydralisks on the way, and this is exactly what JYP wants. He's already got his first Colossus on the way. He's got range on the way. He's got observers around the map seeing what's going on.
And he's hiding his Colossi. He's keeping them back so that they are not seen. He's not keeping them with the bulk of his army. So he's going to like bust out with like 3 or 4 of them. And DRG is going to be like, all right, Hydras, go. And JYP will be like, hey, look, I've got Colossi.
Yeah, this is going to be pretty tough. +2.
Actually, or not. Maybe he's going to send Colossus out to die.
That was a little bit weird that he sent it over there. He's got +2 melee attacks on the way, so he's really counting on these Zerglings and Baneleys to do a serious amount of damage, but I don't know, it's not going to work out very well for DongRaeGu. I don't know what else to say, man. This is going to be weird.
Yeah, there are 2 Colossus. Thermal Lance is about to finish. He's going in. He's trying to target down the Colossus with the Hydras. He actually gets one.
Yeah, that was weird. He didn't pull it back, but he is going to kill the majority of these Hydras. DongRaeGu is in trouble. I don't think he can hold this gold base. There's still plenty of force field energy on these sentries.
Dude, I don't think he even has a Roach Warren.
No, he doesn't.
He just does not have anything to deal with these Colossi. He's got Zerglings and Hydras, which are exactly what Colossi like want. Like if Colossi goes out to like dinner and like he doesn't even have to look at the menu. He's like, do you have Zerglings and Hydras? I'll have that.
And he's like, well, I'm sorry, he's like, well, I guess I'll have some drones. Little appetizer.
Yeah, a little appetizer. Little side dish.
Yeah, I don't know, this Colossi control has been a little bit
drones
iffy, though.
Are like the kimchi of the Colossus diet.
Man, get some drone pawn shots going in. Force fields here getting the queen.
There's just a bunch of stalkers there too. I don't think DongRaeGu is going to be able to hold this.
Yeah, he's not going to.
This Spire is almost complete, but that's not even going to be able to do any good.
Yeah, he's only got like 300 gas.
He's going to lose the gold base. Stalker's powering it down. The gold base goes down. And DongRaeGu is in huge trouble now. He's only got 2 bases. And he's really behind. He lost some drones.
He doesn't even have an army anymore, really. He's got like 11 Hydras, and that's going to be like 3 Colossi swipes. LOL, see you later.
Yeah, and he's got a bunch of Zerglings. His Spire just finished, but he doesn't even have the money to make anything with it.
Yeah, I think we were going to see DongRaeGu lose here.
His only hope is to somehow magically target down those Colossi. He's attempting to do so. He's actually going to get one of the Colossus, which is not microed back. And Hydra's coming in, but the Zerglings are getting absolutely slaughtered by the Colossus that remains. Everything dying. DongRaeGu, the champion of the Team League, may go down here in the round of 16 and not even get to the up and down matches. He's moments away from losing. JYP pushing into the natural.
There's a Nexus that's like almost a Manor Nexus.
Oh! GG!
Talk about revenge.
Wow. What was with that? We saw the Manor Nexus by DongRaeGu's base, but I don't know if you guys caught a shot of it. There was actually a Nexus like at JYP's own goal, but wasn't placed properly. That was like weird.
Yeah, you like placed it in a weird spot. I think he was trying to put it next to the creep so DRG would see it.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. It was weird. Or like, make him try to think it was an accident, but not. And he's like, then be like, well, not really, and then like Mana Nexus, but.
Or DongRaeGu, man.
Well, if you go for a strategy like this and you go to the gold base and you don't scout and the Colossi come out, it's bad. It was a kind of a big risk to go super fast Colossus like that.
Yeah,
but when
I feel like
when you see out that your opponent's going for the gold, it's kind of smart.
I feel like he should have. I don't know. I feel like if he'd played standard, he would have had a lot better chance. And like you said, scouting more. Like, I don't think he scouted.
He didn't know the Colossi were there, and he just hid them for a while.
Like, he never sent in, like, an Overlord. He never, like, sent in an Overseer to, like, check what was going on.
I gotta say, the Colossus control from JYP was pretty bad.
That was actually...
He didn't pull it back.
It was actually really, really bad.
And then he, like, sent one Colossus to fight a Spinecrawler, even though he had Colossus range, and the Spinecrawler was, like, poking at the Colossus. I was like, why is this happening?
Yeah.
My brain's, like, turning upside down.
Hydralisks aren't supposed to kill Colossi. It just is not supposed to work that way.
There's JYP.
There's JYP.
Doing some high fives.
High five in the fans. Wow, JYP taking out DongRaeGu, and I did not expect that, man.
I didn't expect. Well, I did. We actually talked about this before. Remember when we first came to the studio? We talked to one of the Korean casters, and the three of us sat down and we were all trying to discuss it. I said this is probably going to be the closest game, so we kind of discussed a little bit. And the Korean caster and I both agree. I think JYP will edge it out, and he did just barely.
He did, man. I don't think we saw everything that DongRaeGu is capable of.
No,
there.
definitely not.
So that's part of why I think that things went down that way. I still feel maybe I'm wrong, but I still feel like DongRaeGu is the better player.
Yeah, I feel like kind of. Yeah, he's got a lot of potential. Well, I don't want to say he's like the better player, but in this case, you can't say. And I would say in this case,
you can't say he's a better player when he loses. You're right.
Well, in this case, I think you can't say that JYP is way better than him because of this series. No, you can't say that. That's one thing you can't say for sure.
No.
It was a weird series. A lot of things went crazy, and JYP just came out on top.
It was a very weird series. Yeah. So congrats to JYP. He's going to have his chance. You know, he's going to have his chance to prove himself to me and to anyone else who's doubting him, who hasn't seen him very much. That he's actually a top-tier player. He's going to be in the up and down matches at the very least. He's going to have a chance to fight his way through the rest of Code A and try to get that winning spot to get Code S right off the bat. So
I got you saying right off the bat now. I'm like taking over.
What?
Everyone says right off the bat now.
I say right off the bat sometimes.
I say right off the bat like way too much, man.
Oh.
I actually like say it and I'm like, oh, I just said right off the bat.
So we're going to have, coming up next, we're going to have another match.
Yoda, like right there, man.
There he is right there, man.
He's like
we're going to
right
have
there.
Yoda from the Incredible Miracle team is going to be facing last season's Code A silver medalist, Tassadar. And we pretty much agreed that JYP DongRaeGu was going to be close. We also pretty much agreed that Tassadar was going to wipe Yoda out.
Yeah, we'll see about if that happens.
So
but I think
we're going to see if we'll be right about that as well. I think we're going to go to a break here very shortly.
Very shortly.
But do not go away because either way, it's going to be an interesting game. Tassadar, very, very strong player. And so we're going to get to see some more out of him. We'll see you in a few minutes.